All right, guys, make a little crypto video here. You know, it's funny. These markets have been so irrational lately. One day you get a little bit of news coming out, CPI, inflation, everything dumps, everything's bearish. The next day you get some news on possible Trump ending the war in Ukraine. Things get bullish again. But I kind of talked about this a couple of days ago. I really kind of thought we were at a bottom. It was probably like 4 or 5 days ago. I thought we were at a bottom. I talked about how Rand Nooner was completely bearish. Like all his videos were bearish. He actually, I mean, you got to hand it to the guy. At least he comes out and he's honest about how much money he loses, which I think he kind of has to be because people kind of know what coins he's trading, and people basically have figured out which addresses are his. He lost a ton of money on Ethereum. He said it was the most money he lost since Luna, which was like $50 million or something like that. And he's been bearish ever since. I came out after that. This was like a week ago. And I said, look, this is probably the bottom. When a scammer like Rand Nooner, now I like Rand Nooner as far as entertainment. A lot of people get confused. They're like, oh, Mike, why are you listening to Rand Nooner? I listen to anybody. Like, I think he's interesting. Like, I don't care. I mean, like, I think he's interesting. I think he has a good gauge on the market. I think he's smart. I think he understands these markets. I just think he's a scammer. So you have to basically take everything he says with a grain of salt and realize he's being paid to shill through Bybit and all the leverage exchanges. But I still think he's smart, and you can kind of read between the lines and get some good information. So he turned completely bearish. Just recently, now that the market's kind of turning around a little bit, he's starting to kind of change his tune a little bit. But the funny thing is, all the scam coins he was talking about, all the coins that we were telling you on this channel to keep away from, are all dumped. All those coins have dumped like 80–90%. I mean, most of them have. All the coins we told you to buy on this channel, coins with good fundamentals, XRP, Litecoin, Cardano, they're all the ones pumping right now. They're all the ones that are holding their own, while these little shitty fart coins, gummy coins, have all pretty much dropped to zero. And that's why I kind of told you guys in these markets are very risky. I mean, I don't care what coin you're in, it can all go to zero. But if you're going to be playing these little meme coins like gummy, Trump coin, fart coin, whatever coins he's talking about, I don't even know. He talks about so many coins, but you got to know, like, they're coins you get in, you get out, you don't put much money into, because you can make a lot of money, but once we get a dump like we did a week ago, I mean, you're going to lose all your money. So anyway, he's gone completely bearish. Now he's coming back a little bit. All the coins he's talked about are pretty much in the gutter. But the funny thing is, Ben Armstrong, who's a guy I probably haven't watched a Bitboy video in over a year. I was fascinated with him a couple years ago, like when he was like, he left his wife and he met the stripper girl, and he was going to Sam Bankman-Fried, the Virgin Islands, trying to track down Sam Bankman-Fried. I found the whole thing fascinating, but I always said the guy's a crackhead. You have to be careful of crackheads. They always rebound. They always end up in the gutter. Apparently, he left his wife and kids for this stripper girl, whatever. Here she is up here. Apparently, she finally broke up with him, and he's having like a whole mental breakdown. Now, the funny thing is, he won't admit it. All this started about 4 or 5 days ago, or about a week ago. It all started. He stopped making YouTube videos. People couldn't find him, and people are like, okay, what's going on with Bitboy? Now, last night he comes out and he does this 3-hour live stream, or this was 2 days ago or last night or whatever. He's just rambling about the whole court case, between him and the TJ and all these guys, and he's having a mental breakdown. He's talking shit about the judge. He's talking shit about the attorneys. And I'm just kind of bored with it because, we've heard all this before. We know he's a crackhead. I've been a private investigator for 20 years. I interview crackheads every day. Not every day, but a couple times a week. I'm dealing with crackheads in Baltimore City trying to get information about certain cases I'm working, and I know how they are. And I know this guy. I knew this guy, this stripper, would eventually leave him, and he'd end up in the gutter. And if you look at him right now, I mean, he looks like shit, and he's just basically rambling here.
Bank records confirm otherwise. Payments were made directly from Hit Network LLC bank accounts to Medford Advancement and Justin Williams, proving the diversion of corporate assets for done. You can get it done. Bitboy 10% off. Zen Ledger, I hope that all of my sponsors after tonight, you guys are.
And if you see the way he's moving, he's obviously back on the crack or cocaine or whatever the hell he was on. I don't even know. I don't even remember. I don't even care. What's my point? My point is, I believe his complete demise about 4 or 5 days ago is because the market tanked. And I said this about a year ago. I said, when we go into the bear market, Bitboy is his new stripper girl is going to leave him, and that's when he's going to finally hit rock bottom. Now, this dump we had about a week ago, it tricked a lot of people. It tricked a lot of people into thinking we were going into a bear market. And I think it tricked him as well. Because, he was trading on Bybit. He trades all these schemy coins. He's losing his money. He probably got liquidated and lost about 80-90% of his portfolio, which probably wasn't all that much anyway. Then on top of that, you have the court case with the Bitboy and the TJ and the Discovery crypto and whatever. And I think he just basically went crazy. And the reason I'm talking about it right now is not because I really care about Bitboy, but you're seeing a bottom. You're seeing a bottom. You see two scammers, one crypto banter, two Bitboy hitting rock bottom at the same exact time in correlation to this big dump we had about a week ago. So in my mind, I just kind of see that even reaffirms it in my mind that we're at a bottom. So, and there's a lot more. You can see other YouTubers as well. I mean, they've all been bearish. I was actually one of the few YouTubers that came out last week and just basically said, I think, we're going to have a nice alt season. It might not be as great as we thought it was going to be a year ago, but I'm pretty sure we're pretty much close to a bottom and things are going to go great. So I think that was a market indicator as well. Ben Armstrong and Rand Nooner, two pretty prominent crypto YouTubers, completely capitulating and having a mental breakdown. So we'll follow Bitboy and see what happens. I think he's probably going to end up dead or in jail. I said this over a year ago. I'm not happy about it. I hope everything works out for him. I just don't think things are going to end up great for him. But I could be wrong. Maybe I hope I am wrong. But I'm pretty sure he's probably going to end up in jail. Jail is more likely, but eventually he'll probably end up dead. All right, so that's the Bitboy news. I guess our crypto banter. Now, we do have a few catalysts that I think could actually propel us into alt season, and it could take Bitcoin. Bitcoin's kind of waiting for its reasoning to go up to $120,000. We had those CPI numbers that came out, and everybody's like making a big deal about it. And I said, yeah, Trump is trying to basically break up the system. It might be some pain short term because he wants to do the tariffs and he wants the United States to be treated fairly. So with that said, that did hurt the market a little bit. But now you have other news coming out that Putin, Lazinski are now in talks with Trump, and Trump's looking to end this war in Ukraine. And I do think if they come out, and I think it's going to happen. I actually think it's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. It could even happen this week, the way Trump does things. If they come out, they make a deal, and I think the deal is going to be more along the lines of Ukraine has to give up some territory that Russia took, or maybe Russia will give back a little bit of territory, but Russia gets to keep at least 70% of the territory. Russia's probably going to sign something saying we're completely happy now with what we have. You can be your own country. We just want this territory that we took over the last year. Let's let bygones be bygones. War is over. Now, the liberals are going to hate it because the liberals are obsessed with Putin and they're obsessed with Lazinski, and they want Russia to be able to they just want Russia to give back all the land that they took back, and they want Russian to be taken over, but that's not going to happen. Russia's a superpower, for one. They have nuclear weapons, and Lazinski has no negotiation power. The United States is basically funding that war, and all Trump has to do is come out and say, look, you better make this deal, Lazinski, or we're not going to give you any more money, and Russia's basically just going to take over your whole country. So I think that's going to be the deal, and I think that's for the best. Millions of people have been lost over there. It was a stupid war. It would have never happened if Trump was in office, and here we are. So I think that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. And I think that's going to be the catalyst. And it could even happen today. I mean, I don't know. Like with Trump, things happen very, very fast. I think probably most likely next week. But as soon as word starts to come out that this war is over, you're going to probably see Bitcoin pump over $100,000. So we're going to be following that one. That's a major catalyst that I think is going to take Bitcoin to the next levels. Another thing I want to talk about... What is going on here? Oh, I better make sure this is even recorded. Oh, yeah, okay, it is. Yeah, I can't tell you guys the number of videos I've made. Like, there's something weird with this system that I use where I would say half the time when I start it, I'll make a video and it wasn't recording any audio because I had to go in here and basically acknowledge my microphone. And I always forget. So I'm glad I'm checking. It looks like my microphone's actually working. So another thing I want to talk about is a lot of the coins we've been talking about, these good coins like XRP, Litecoin, Cardano, they're all putting in for ETFs. And it looks like they're the coins pumping right now. You got Litecoin, let's go over a look. Litecoin has been hanging out at like $130 while everything else has been dumping. And I've been talking about Litecoin on this channel for a long time. I'm like, look, just put your money in Litecoin. I mean, just look back at the end of the year. Don't even think about it. Litecoin's going to do well. Litecoin's almost outperforming everything at $130. I think it dumped a little bit now. Now we're at 126, but it's hardly lost anything while everything else was dumping. You got Cardano back up to 80 cents, which is extremely bullish. You got XRP, guys, 271. I mean, XRP is just like, it can't even be stopped. It's like Superman. Now, why are all these coins pumping? Why are these coins we've been talking about pumping? Solana, $200. Solana's doing great too. I missed out on Solana, but yeah, if you're in Solana, that's great. I don't like Solana, but congratulations if you're in it. So my point being is these coins are pumping because they're coins with fundamentals. If you're seeing right now the meme coins, the Doge coins, yeah, they're not doing all that great. The lower cap meme coins, they're doing very, very badly. But the coins with fundamentals, the coins that are going to get ETFs, the coins that have some, they're actually trying to do something. They're trying to make a dent in the universe in the crypto space are actually holding on pretty good. And that's why I think for the next leg up in this alt season, these coins that we talked about, Cardano, XRP, Litecoin, there's a bunch of other ones, are the ones that are probably going to shine. So I see XRP, they filed for an ETF. Reality of XRP ETF is one step closer as SEC acknowledges filing. The Securities and Exchange Commission acknowledged a filing by the New York Stock Exchange and Grayscale for an XRP ETF on Thursday. So that was yesterday. The SEC has acknowledged a filing for XRP ETF from the New York Stock Exchange and Grayscale, stating a 240-day review. So basically in the next couple of weeks, we're probably going to see Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin getting like an ETF. Now, if you get an ETF, if Litecoin gets an ETF and $1 billion flows into Litecoin or $1 billion flows into XRP, you're going to see these coins go parabolic. You're going to see an $800 Litecoin. You're going to see a $20 XRP. And this is all bullish stuff that is on the table, and it's gearing up right now. You also have the XRP stablecoin that's gearing up, which may take over. I also saw some other Cardano news where Charles Hoskinson, and with Charles Hoskinson, you never really know what the hell he's talking about. He's talking about how he might have a meeting with Elon Musk or RFK Jr. He's kind of cryptic about it. As you guys know, he is friends with RFK Jr. So if somehow Cardano gets to be a chosen coin with the Trump administration, or RFK Jr. or Elon Musk starts tweeting about Cardano, you're going to see Cardano go up to like $5, $10. So we do have good stuff on the horizon. I know this time last week everybody was pretty much suicidal, and you know what? This last dump, it was bad. I felt it. I wasn't happy about it. But we have a lot of good things happening in the world. I see, here's Pete Hegseth, the defense minister. He's running with the troops. He's working out with the troops. I mean, this is exactly what this country needs. I don't know if you guys saw the guy before Pete Hegseth. His name was Lloyd Austin. He's like a 70-year-old black guy who can hardly walk. Like this is like just a breath of fresh air to see the defense minister now, or whatever you call him, is working out with the troops. I mean, here he is right here. So, we have a lot of good things happening. We have Trump negotiating with Ukraine. We have Doge going out, finding waste, fraud, and abuse throughout the government. And I think crypto is basically just waiting for its next leg up. If Bitcoin was under $90,000 and some of these altcoins just weren't coming back at all, I'd pretty much be calling it quits right now, saying we're going into a bear market. Nothing I'm seeing right now indicates we're going into a bear market. Everything I'm seeing over the last week or two, where everybody said we're going into a bear market. The alt season's over. I'm not seeing any of that right now. I'm seeing a market that wants to come back. It's consolidating and it's waiting for the next catalyst to take us up, whether it's an ETF for these altcoins, whether it's some other fund is going to buy Bitcoin or whatever it is, or the Ukraine war ends, whatever the next catalyst is going to be, which is probably going to happen. We're probably going to get something in the next week, is going to take us on that next leg up. So I also wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these altcoins like Cardano, XRP, come back to their previous level. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano goes back to like $1.20 and XRP goes back to like $3 or something like that, and Bitcoin's still at like $97,000, $98,000. Because Bitcoin has already pumped so much, you're going to see these other altcoins follow. Now, like I said, I think these top tier altcoins are going to pump first. And then later on, as we get to the next top, and you're going to see like the Trump coin come back out, and you're going to see Don Jr. talking about a meme coin, and Crypto Banter is going to be talking about his gummy. Once you see that, and you see the altcoins pumping again, then you probably know we're coming up on another top, and it's time to get out of these markets. We should have known when the Trump coin went from $1 to $100 or whatever it was, that we're coming up on the top. Guys, it's like without question, it's always a meme coin that marks the top of that marks the top of a cycle, or at least the top of a run up. So when we see these meme coins running again, guys, and not like the major ones. We'll see Doge go, we'll see Sheep, and that's great. But when we start to see these little stinky pinky fart coins going crazy and blah, 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 it might be like, or maybe we'll see like little like stinky pinky like gaming coins go crazy. That's when you want to set your stop losses and get out of these markets. I'm playing it very safe right now. I can tell you guys right now, XRP goes to $4 or $5. I'm out of it. Cardano, $3. I'm pretty much out of it. Maybe even $2. I'm half out of it. Like, I'm very gun shy right now because we just have a timing issue right here. But I'm taking it day by day. I don't know what's going to happen. But as of right now, everything looks good. XRP up 10% for the day. Cardano up 10%. Litecoin really hardly even dumped. I mean, Litecoin's the same spot it was a month ago. Actually, it's higher than that. So the people who got hurt the most were the people in these Rand Nooner pump and dump coins. And they're not the coins you should be in. They're the coins you play around with. Okay, you get in, you get out, blah, blah, blah. But they always go to zero. But the good fundamental coins right now are the ones that are holding on strong. And I think they're the ones that are going to shine. Other than that, guys, we'll see what happens. Everything's looking pretty good. Let me see if I missed anything. No, that's pretty much it. I think we're just kind of in a wait. We're kind of in a wait and see mood. But seeing Rand Nooner, seeing Bitboy completely capitulate. In fact, Ben Armstrong basically having a nervous breakdown, and I guarantee you his nervous breakdown was set off by these markets dumping. So to me, that marks a bottom. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.